French President Emmanuel Macron condemned the ongoing violence in France on Friday as an unacceptable situation, after a third straight night of nationwide protests over the deadly police shooting of a teenager saw cars torched, shops ransacked and hundreds arrested. In a public statement after a crisis meeting of ministers, Macron said, "A third of those arrested last night are young, even very young. Nothing justifies violence," Macron said, stopping short of declaring a state of emergency. "There is an unacceptable instrumentalization of the death of a teenager, which we all deplore. When the period should be one of meditation and respect." At least 875 people were arrested overnight Thursday into Friday, France's Interior Ministry said, following a march earlier Thursday in memory of the 17-year-old, who is only being identified by his first name, Nahal. His death has revived long-standing grievances about policing and racial profiling in France's low-income and multi-ethnic suburbs. France's Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin called Thursday a night of rare violence. And the ministry said 249 police and gendarmes were injured, but none seriously. France police shooting. Police stand amid firecrackers on June 30, 2023 during the third night of protests sparked by the fatal police shooting of a 17-year-old driver in the Paris suburb of Nanterre, France. Aurélien Morissard, AP. Around 40,000 police and gendarmes, along with elite raid and Gigan units, were deployed in several cities. With curfews imposed in municipalities around Paris and bans on public gatherings instated in Lille and Tourcoing in the country's north. Despite the massive security deployment, violence and damage were reported in multiple areas. Police sources said that, rather than pitched battles between protesters and law enforcement, Thursday's unrest was marked by the pillaging of shops, reportedly including flagship branches of Nike and Zara in Paris. Public buildings were also targeted, with a police station in the Pyrenees city of Pau hit with a Molotov cocktail, according to regional authorities. And an elementary school and a district office set on fire in Lille. The Élysée announced Macron would cut short a trip to Brussels, where he was attending a European Union summit, to chair a crisis meeting on the violence, the second such emergency talks in as many days.